Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to the channel. We keep you up to date with all the latest updates, guides and builds. Before we jump into this video, I just want to apologize. I've kind of disappeared for the last month. Some of you probably noticed, some of you probably haven't. But yeah, unfortunately have had some family stuff going on which kind of got in the way of recording for a little bit. And yeah, haven't really played the game at all for a bit. Yeah, and as you realize, it's been a month, a little bit longer. The game you haven't missed anything. The Airship Syndicate have not updated the game in a month. The game's been pretty quiet. They talk in Discord, but that's about as much as you get from it. You don't get any updates. I think they had one little minor update like a week ago, which didn't really do anything. But yeah, hopefully we'll be back. Probably might start doing some streams for Wayfinder instead, just because we've kind of done all the content there is for the time being. But that being said, we do have another patch update for you, which is 0.6, which does bring in some new stuff, so we might have some more content to at least play around with, but majority probably, hopefully next week we might start coming back doing some streams just to play with the games, just level up some guys and all that. But I did want to go over one thing, which I'll go over it at the end. But yeah, anyway, as I said, this is a video for patch 0.6, and we do actually have an update on the PlayStation, which actually did go live earlier this morning, I believe. So that is for that, but we'll get into that in a little bit, but let's just jump into it. Okay, to kick this update patch off, as you can see, we have some new stuff to go over. We'll go over in a second, but this is what you'll see in this patch notes. We've got some stuff on housing, world, narrative and quests, Wayfinder weapons and echoes, loot and progression, mutators, UI and UX, polish, visual polish, fixes. So yeah, we'll go over this in all just a second. Okay, so starting it off, as you can see, new Echoes update, quality of life 1 and 2 updates for PlayStation. As I said before, I'm pretty sure it was this morning PlayStation went live. It was recently, I'm pretty sure it was this morning. But Discord invites for PC only, lobby browser updates, in-game chat is back, PC only, player housing expansion, world scaling, improved melee combat controls, and improved performance and UI customization options. Okay, so as I said before, we got some updates to housing. If you got, again, if you watch the update, the live stream they did like a couple of months ago, they did showcase the whole apartment. I believe it's that apartment. I don't think there's one between 1 and 2, so this is probably the apartment we're getting. I think it looked amazing. Definitely a huge upgrade. A lot more to decorate though, but yeah, it looked really cool, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, the player apartments have been expanded, added an outline highlight while hovering already placed items. Party member apartments are now available for fast travel from the map, fixed placement issues across various items, and fixed recently collected housing items not appearing as new. Okay, moving along to the world, added a world scaling option. This option scales enemies on your power level. It is applied via the host's settings and applies to the entire party. Final encounters now have more diverse battles, including new mini bosses. Added a brief countdown warning upon traveling to a multiplayer party. Fixed chests spawning on top of each other across many Lost Zone tiles. Fixed many collisions and out-of-bound bugs, fixed numerous camera clipping issues, fixed several co-op combat issues related to ability and attacking visibility, fixed an excavation unit drill being too picky about how quickly you retrieve its fuel, fixed an issue with the fallen greed lord dealing damage from invisible sources, and fixed an issue where the hollow horror, that's a mouthful, would fail to spawn from the Seed of Corruption event. Okay, not super a lot with narrative and quests, but added a co-op tutorial when unlocking access to multiplayer. Added a post-game notification after defeating the Precursor Reborn hunt. Main story quest objects and interactions now have an outline highlight. Fixed an issue where Wayfinder memories would fail to unlock, and fixed an issue that prevented players from progressing quests like Know Better Friend, Controlling the Chaos, and Unraveling Doubt. Okay, moving along, we have Wayfinders, weapons, and echoes. Added reorientation windows throughout all abilities and attacks, allowing you to pivot and retarget enemies fluidly. Wayfinders can now early dodge out of knockbacks as you hit the ground, and all Wayfinder ultimates now refresh the heat of battle count and timer. Okay, so starting off with some Wayfinders, Senja doubled the amount Senja is healed from being hit with showboating, increased damage reduction of showboating by 40% to 50%, and showboat now grants knockback immunity. Okay, so Pommel initial hit AP ratio increased from 2.0 AP to 2.6 AP. Initial hit BP ratio increased from 1.0 BP to 1.4 BP. Final hit AP ratio increased from 2.75 AP to 3.25 AP. Final hit BP ratio increased from 1.8 AP to 2.2 BP. Fully charged hit AP ratio increased from 4 AP to 4.75 AP. Fully charged hit BP ratio increased from 2.3 BP to 3 BP. Okay, next up is Lightning Grasp. The AP ratio increased from 1.5 AP to 2.0 AP, and the BP ratio increased from 1 BP to 1.33 BP. Okay, and to finish off for Senja, it also does go into a little bit others, but Gain Favor AP ratio increased from 1.5 AP to 2.0 AP. A BP ratio increased from 0.8 BP to 1.05 BP. Beginning animations and fully charged and now properly count as showboating. And now for some love for my Grendel, Senja and Grendel now heal 30% HP when using their ultimates, extended Wingrave's Righteous Strike range by 100 units, and Kairos' Arcane Focus will now detonate and reapply itself on overlapping applications. Okay, now to finish off the Wayfinder and all that part, but Nis, Umbral Aura AP ratio decreased from 2.5 AP to 2.0 AP. A Shadow Step fixed an issue causing Nis's Shadow Step to double hit. Total AP ratio decreased from 3.5 AP to 2.8 AP. A Gloom Shroud time to charge increased by 37.5%. and fixed multiple issues with Nissa's talents, such as Overwhelming Arcana, Counterplay, Reactivity, and Rally Cry. So, from the sounds of it, Nis got a little bit of a nerf, but same point, it's Nis. You can give her all the nerfs you want, she's still going to one-shot everything. She is OP Wayfinder. But yeah, anyway, that is going to do it for the Wayfinder part of things. Okay, next up we have the loot and progression. Prime talents now have a unique icon and are limited to one. Uncollected loot will now be auto-granted to players upon leaving a lost zone or hunt. Double reward tower experience gain. Removed old unused materials from housing item recipes, and one-time drop pets are no longer sellable. Okay, we've got a quick thing for mutators, but players can now auto-pick up gold piles based on proximity. Gloom-shrouded recharge station encounters have been reduced to 5 seconds and no longer require player proximity. Golden catches now spawn less frequently but are more rewarding. Okay, moving on, we have UI and UX. Added quick access for resource catches to the character menu. Added toggle options for shadow, map rotation, ambient occlusion, post-processing, HDR, and hide HUD. Added in-game text chat and fixed various UI issues, including overlapping and incorrect information. Okay, we're getting to the end of this, but visual polish improved visual presentation of gloom daggers across animations, improved visuals for Echo Loot and the Melfic. More Echo, I probably botched that name completely, I do apologize. Fixed various visual issues across weapons and HUD elements. Okay, and just to finish this off, we have fixes. Fixed multiple crashes, including during quests, loading, and party joins. Improved lobby browser refresh speed. Fixed invisible players when joining lobbies from the browser, and fixed achievements not updating correctly. That being said, that is the full patch notes for 0.6.0. Yeah. Got a lot of stuff changed. We've got the player housing, which I'm looking forward to. Unfortunately, no story yet, but we should hopefully get that by the end of the year. I think I think it's still going ahead, is the fact that they're moving, I think 1.0, when the game fully releases, is supposed to still come towards the end of the year. I can't remember if it's changed or not. I believe it's still there. We should still have some more story between there, but we've only got 4 months to the end of the year, so maybe we might get an update before another month. Who knows? But again, I do apologize for the fact I disappeared for a month. I know I didn't really say anything. To all you guys that stayed around, I do greatly appreciate it. It does mean a lot. One thing I do want to go over too, I know this is a Wayfinder channel, but considering it's very slow with updates, it probably won't be for a while. But let me know if, because I don't know if you guys have been keeping up, but they do have a June MMO coming out. Probably, I think it's next year, I believe it is. But let me know if that would be a game you'd be interested in, because I'm down to add a second game to this channel. I know it's a Wayfinder channel, but at the same time, like, there's only so much we can do when there's not really much content being added to it. Yeah, we can play it. We'll still do streams for this game, definitely. But let me know if that's a game you'd want to see on this channel. But yeah, before we end this off too, congratulations to all you on PlayStation who can officially play it. Well, at least I believe it is. That's what it says in the thing, unless they lied. But yeah, PlayStation should be able to now join into the game. That's if you guys are still playing. I know this game has kind of gone downhill a little bit. Looking at Steam, the ratings, it shot up a lot and then it's starting to drop down. I think it's steadied again, but yeah, it has dropped down a lot. I can see people's frustration, and the game does, like, it has a lot of potential, but the Airship Syndicate, no hate towards them, but they're just so slow with like updating the games. Like, even with like bug fixing and all that, they're just like, we have to wait a month for everything, and it just gets really annoying. It does really tire the game out when there's not much content. Like, once you've done everything, you've done everything. But yeah, hopefully we'll get some more story soon. We'll hopefully get the new Wayfinder, but I can't remember if the Wayfinder was supposed to come before the full release or come when the game fully releases. But yeah, we'll get to that when we do. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, know when the video live really does help out the channel, and I'll be back again next time. So until then, take care and peace out.